America, the land of Wall Street, Silicon Valley, Hollywood, and Main Street diners. But let me ask you this. Why does the United States dominate global business? Think about it. From the products in your home to the apps on your phone, chances are many of them were born in America. But here's the thing. This didn't happen overnight. So today, let's uncover the story of how the US became the beating heart of world business and what it means for the future. Now, let's rewind a little. Picture the late 18th and 19th centuries. The United States had something every young nation dreams of. Endless land, rich natural resources, coal, iron, fertile soil, and most importantly, waves of immigrants arriving with nothing but ambition. These people weren't afraid of hard work. They weren't afraid of risk, and that combination turned America into a fertile ground for business. Then came the Industrial Revolution. Railroads crisscrossed the country. Steel factories roared. Oil refineries pumped wealth out of the ground. This was the birth of an economic powerhouse. Names like Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and J.P. Morgan became legends. Admired by some as builders of America, and criticized by others as ruthless monopolists. But one thing is for sure. They set the foundation for what we call American business today. Fast forward to the early 20th century. America didn't just build industries. It reshaped them. Take Henry Ford. He didn't invent the car, right? But his assembly line changed everything. Suddenly, a vehicle wasn't a luxury. It was something an average family could own. And here's the pattern. America may not always be the first to invent, but it's almost always the best at scaling, branding, and selling to the masses. Now, let's jump to the World Wars. While much of Europe was in ruins after World War II, the United States was booming. Factories were running at full speed, producing everything from weapons to consumer goods. And then came the Marshall Plan. America pumping money into rebuilding Europe, which also tied global economies closely to US business. Around the same time, companies like Coca-Cola, IBM, and General Electric became international icons. If you were in Tokyo or Berlin, you knew those names. America wasn't just an economy anymore. It was a global brand. And business is never just about products, is it? It's about culture. Think about it. Hollywood movies, jazz, rock and roll, hip-hop, McDonald's. These weren't just entertainment or food. They became symbols of America itself. And let's be honest, who hasn't been influenced by that? Then came Silicon Valley. The late 20th century saw America's shift from heavy industries to technology. The rise of personal computers, the internet, smartphones, led by US giants like Microsoft, Apple, Google, Facebook. These weren't just companies. They were revolutions. And suddenly, America wasn't just dominating factories and highways. It was dominating cyberspace. But wait, here's the real question. Why does America keep producing so many global companies? One answer is culture. In many countries, failure in business is considered shameful. But in America, failure is almost a badge of honor. Fail fast, fail often, learn, and try again. That's the Silicon Valley way. And it's why crazy ideas sometimes grow into billion-dollar empires. Another reason, money. The United States has the deepest financial markets in the world. Venture capital, private equity, Wall Street itself. They pour money into bold ideas. Think about Amazon. In the 1990s, it was just an online bookstore, losing money year after year. Most countries wouldn't tolerate that. But in America, investors believed in the long game. And look at it now, one of the most powerful companies on earth. And then there's talent. Every year, the brightest students, engineers, and entrepreneurs from around the globe come to America. Many of Silicon Valley's biggest companies were founded by immigrants. Elon Musk, South Africa. Sergey Brin of Google, the Soviet Union. This constant inflow of talent keeps the US ahead of the curve. Now, let's be real. America's dominance isn't unchallenged. China has built its own giants. Alibaba, Tencent, Huawei. Europe is pushing back with strict regulations on US tech firms. And inside America, critics point out growing inequality, with billionaires soaring while workers often struggle. On top of that, environmental concerns loom over industries built on fossil fuels. But here's what's fascinating. Every time America faces competition or crisis, it reinvents itself. The chaos, the constant debates, the failures. They actually force the system to evolve. Businesses collapse, but new ones rise. Industries die, but new ones are born. Reinvention is the heartbeat of American business. So next time you scroll through Facebook, binge on Netflix, order something from Amazon, or pull out your iPhone, remember this. You're not just using products. You're experiencing America's greatest export, its business model. But what about the future? Can America keep its dominance in the 21st century with China's rapid growth, India's rise, and Europe's tightening grip? Nothing is guaranteed. But if history has shown us anything, it's that America thrives under pressure. The next Google, the next Tesla, the next world-changing company. Chances are, it's being built right now, in a garage or a dorm room somewhere in the United States. So, why does America dominate global business? Because it's not just about money, it's about mindset. A mindset of risk, reinvention, and relentless ambition. That's what built America's business empire, and that's what keeps it alive. The story of American business isn't finished. It's being written right now. In boardrooms, in classrooms, in garages, and on laptops across the country. And whether you admire it, criticize it, or simply watch it from afar, one thing is certain. To understand the future of the world, you have to understand American business.